we just got done painting a office, a little bit of a blue color. I just want to go over some quick cleaning out of roller tips. So, you know, 5-in-1, or what is this? 15-in-1 they call this. I don't know. Surface is a little uneven, so it might be hard, but take this side, you start at the top, squeeze it down, squeeze it down. Now, typically, I never save roller covers. I would probably just toss this because it's only a couple bucks. And it's not really worth my time to sit here for 5 to 10 minutes cleaning this thing out. But this is a cheapo roller cover. If I had a more expensive one, yeah, I'd clean it out. If I had a $15 something roller cover. But anyways, to try to get the major excess paint out of here. Now, this is my own grass. Usually I'd find somewhere, you know, a little less, a little more conspicuous to, you know, you don't want, if you're like a pro, you don't want to get paint all over people's lawn. But it's my own grass. Next week I'm going to be cutting anyway, so I don't really care if some paint gets on the top of it. So, you know, squeegee it out, hose that off real quick, dip it in water, whatever you want to do to clean that off, but don't leave paint caked or crusted all over this thing because it'll build up over the years, get messed up. All right, so we got that in there. Now, little trick, you can take it, get the screen out of the way. We're gonna take the screen off, hose that off. So we'll get the screen out of the way, and now I like to kind of hose it down. You get some water soaked in that thing. You could do this in a bucket, find a clean bucket, be a little more clean. Hose the back end of the roller frame off, front end, hose that off. Hopefully I don't get water all over my phone, but whatever. Kind of soak that down, and then once you got it soaked, you kind of maybe take it off the jet here, put it on shower. That's nice. There we go. Kind of rub it out. I like to stick the nozzle right on there. Just kind of squeeze it out until you don't see a lot of, you know, color in the water. Basically, water will start whatever color paint you're working with, and then it'll die down to more clear and more clear and more clear. And that's pretty much all you're looking for, is until it gets very, very clear. I mean, totally clear. You don't want any paint residue in your water. Okay, now once I got a good, you know, there's still more paint in here. Once I got a good rinse, I'm gonna pop it. I'm gonna spray out the inside and get the paint out of the middle. Stick that to the side for a second. Let's put it on. I'm gonna spray off our roller frame for sure. Another thing we don't want paint built, you know, paint could build up on this over the years. Kind of make it so your roller cover does not stick to it very well. Make sure that's all totally clean on the inside, outside. That looks good. I'm gonna pop our roller cover back on. Get a little bit more. Basically, just keep doing that until it gets totally clean. And then once, I'm gonna put it on jet, and we're kind of utilizing the water as a spinner. Put it on the very, very edge of the roller cover. The more you go to the middle, the less it's gonna spin. You can watch it a little bit more. And then go to the outside and just keep it on that one spot. Let me show you from this angle, maybe. Keep it on that one spot. Let that sucker spin. Barely touch it with the water. and it'll just keep spinning. And all the water that's shooting off it is all very, very clear. So it looks like we got our paint. We can double check by going in the middle a little bit. And the paint likes to stick on the end, especially with a thicker cover. This is a 3/8, so it's pretty thin. But thicker covers, paint really likes to build up here, build up at the top. Really give that a good rinse. And then we'll give it our final little spin. Barely touching it. This is a little too much, but barely touching it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So now we got a nice fresh roller cover for next time, and there you go. And look, the ground is not all, you know, it's not all messed up. The water pretty much soaked in. Any any paint residue and all that's virtually gone. That took about, I don't know, 7 minutes or so. Not too bad. That's pretty much it. I'll show you guys the room after I'm done. All right.